Hey, congrats on the win. After a tough stretch, how much did you guys need this?
Yeah, I think it's huge. I mean, especially against a team like Chicago, who I feel like we play every other day. We haven't had the best record against them, but we've played some close games, and it's great to get a win. I mean, especially with these back-to-backs. And we're right back at it tomorrow. Our schedule doesn't really give us much rest here towards the end of the year, so we just got to keep going with it.
So 4-point night. What was it like to just be able to contribute to the team like that tonight?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, I think that's why they brought me here. That's kind of my job, and when you're able to do that, and especially get the win in the end, it's huge.
And going forward, you guys are still on the hunt for that first place spot. What is kind of like powering you, especially after a game as great as this, to keep going upwards?
Well, to be honest with you, it's pretty hard, especially with this year. With no playoffs, half salary, and obviously the schedule we got coming up. It's pretty hard to stay motivated, but I think the guys are doing a great job. The coaches are doing a great job trying to keep us in it. And tomorrow we got another chance to play hockey, and for a long time we didn't have a chance to play hockey, and tomorrow is just another chance to go out there and play the game you love.
Yeah, and how are you guys kind of leaning on each other this season, since you can't always be in the same, like all of you can't be in the same place at the same time, other than on the ice?
Yeah, I mean, it's really, really tough. I don't think people outside the sport really understand how tough it really is to stay away from your friends and family, to test every day, to basically be under quarantine for a lot of the year, not allowed to hang out with your teammates outside the rink, which is a big thing. I think, winning teams always hang out outside the rink, and it's just been a really different year, but, we've really stuck together, and we got a great core group of guys. And, it's been honestly, one of the best years I've had in this league with the guys that we have and everybody just involved.
And then just one more question for me, kind of about on ice play. That camaraderie is really showing on the ice, though. I mean, the way you guys are playing on the power play, even though you guys struggle sometimes on the PK, like it's still pretty solid. Can you just kind of speak to the way you guys are playing here towards this end of the season stretch?
Yeah, I think obviously, the past couple games aren't what we wanted. I don't think our effort's been there, some of the starts of the games here but you kind of break it into 2 game segments. Coach was telling us that, you got a back-to-back here, you got a back-to-back, I don't know who we play, but for sure it's soon, and then another back-to-back to end. So, we just kind of split those 2 games up, 2, 2, and 2, and we're going to give it 100%.
Does it matter what level when you score a goal like that? 12 seconds left, win a game. Is that as good a feeling as you get playing this game?
And there's not much I like more than scoring goals. So that's I guess that's my answer. Love it.
How bad did you need that win, especially against the Chicago team that's really giving you guys fits?
Yeah, I mean, I think just the last couple of games we haven't really played our best. So to play pretty well the first 2 periods, and then see our lead erase there late was a little discouraging. But I mean, I think the way we approached this game was just, no matter what happens, just play the right way, and good things will happen for us. So it's really, really important for us to get the win, and especially heading there tomorrow into a rink that we haven't won in yet this year. So it was very important.
You guys seem to have a little extra juice tonight. Was that just the fact that, lose and you're out, or were you guys a little extra inspired?
I think the coaches have been doing a good job of managing our rest here the last week or so. We've had a lot of games, but the coaches have done a good job, and I think they kept us ready and kept us fresh. And I think we're kind of getting our legs back now after a little bit of a lull there. I think it was just a lot of grit from a lot of different guys up and down the lineup.
So you had a 4-point night tonight. Kind of walk us through what was going through your mind as you're just racking up 2 goals, 2 assists throughout the game.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it happened in the third. It was pretty quick there. I feel like, our line tonight played really well together. We were seeing each other and, cycling the puck. And I think there was a lot of talk between us on the ice, which helped a lot. But I mean, the biggest one there at the end was very exciting. 12 seconds left. You have a pretty good feeling there after giving up too late.
And Riley Barber kind of discussed how the camaraderie is kind of translating to the ice this season. If you could kind of expand on that as well and talk about how you guys are using that to power through the rest of the season.
For sure. I mean, it's a weird year. There's a lot of young guys, and it's hard not being able to congregate outside the rink at all and having masks on and being in separate locker rooms. It's tough to get that camaraderie. But I think the last couple of weeks, the young guys have really come into their own and are finding their voice, and it's really important for the team. And I think a lot of guys played really well tonight. And yeah, like you said, the camaraderie off the ice translates on the ice, and I think that's what materialized tonight.
And then just one final one for me. With the season, you guys can't be in one place at the same time like you could be off the ice normally. How are you guys leaning on each other to craft this camaraderie you guys do have this season?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just when we're at the rink, we spend as much time, talking to each other and getting to know each other and joking around and, just trying to be, teammates and people rather than hockey players all the time. I think that's the biggest thing, some guys, that are living in the hotel, don't have a lot of people to talk to or be around or, girlfriends or wives at home. So I think, when we come to the rink, we spend a lot of time here and just getting to know each other and talking about things other than hockey is a big piece of it.
Hey, Ben, nice win.
Hi, Jack. Thanks.
Curious what was going through your head after Chicago scored those 2 quick goals and tied it up. And then also just how proud were you of the guys after they came back and won it late?
Well, obviously you got to give the guys credit for bouncing back. It's tough the whole game is with ebbs and flows, and that's, we put ourselves down twice tonight, 5-on-3, and I didn't like either of the calls, not because of the calls, they were penalties. We can't put ourselves in those positions against a power play that is as lethal as theirs. So a little bit disappointed in that regard, but with all intents and purpose, I thought we played hard, we played physical, and that was one of our main goals today, is to play hard against these guys, make them uncomfortable. And unfortunately, we've got when there's a kill to be made, we got to make sure that we're digging our heels in and doing whatever it takes to block shots. And the first one we had a clean win on the faceoff, or maybe the second one, whatever it was, clean faceoff when we don't get the puck out again.
Sorry. Did you see like a little extra jump in their step tonight? Because I don't know, they just seemed pretty inspired out there. Really played well.
Yeah. Well, again, with the group we've got right now, I think that we've realized we haven't scored a ton and has been working with perimeter play and trying to make cutesy plays. The lineup we have, the guys we have, it's got to be a little bit more of a blue collar mentality and more of a group effort. So I think the guys really kind of bought in from the drop of the puck of being more physical, being more engaged, more in your face, on our toes. And I think that was reflected in the result, and B, in just how we won the game. A lot of the goals are just second chance efforts. It was just a really good effort overall.
Last thing, as good as Chicago's been, does a win over this team, especially like this, maybe feel a little bit better?
Well, Chicago's a big rival of ours, so it's always good. And when we've lost a few games before this, the guys are getting sick and tired of the losing taste in your mouth coming in after a game. And after you lose a few in a row, it starts to wear on you. So credit to these guys in that room there that played tonight, that they got pissed off and did something about it.
Speaking of doing something about it, you had 2 guys on the team who definitely came out tonight and lit up that scoreboard, 2 of them with 4 points. Can you kind of talk about what it's like to have 2 guys on the team who are still going hard as the season is winding down?
Well, I haven't even looked at the score sheet. I don't really, I assume you're talking about Hirose and Barber?
And Criscuolo.
And Crisco. Yeah. I mean, all 3 of those guys, we put them on the same line because we haven't been generating a lot of offense. And we tried breaking them up a few games prior, and I just found that all 3 of them weren't getting enough ice time by breaking them up. So it was kind of, it made more sense to put them back together. But, all 3 of those guys have been great for this team this year with their attitude, how they approach the game, just their professionalism. So, we're getting towards the end of the season here, and those guys haven't checked out, which is great. And obviously, having a night like they did tonight will hopefully keep them keep them going here for the next 5 games.
Yeah, and do you think that kind of positive attitude that they've brought to the game has really helped with the camaraderie on the ice between the guys?
Well, I just think they're good people first and foremost. And anytime you have good people, those are the people you want to surround yourself with. They're a heck of a lot easier to work with. But all 3 of those guys have a high work ethic, and they care. So I think that, to have them have a big night like that, like tonight, after we've had a couple clunkers in a row, to have them lead the charge is great for them, and it's great for our team.
Yeah, perfect. That's all I have. Thank you.
Sure.